welcome back to episode 9 of the VB giveaway. I think today is probably the one mod that's gonna change the WRX the most. I don't think lowering it and all that stuff is gonna make it that big of a difference. So we have here STI spoiler, which is what all you guys wanted. We ended up keeping the middle piece gloss black and then wrapped all the side and base plates. I think this gives it a nice contrast because it matches like the gloss black roof. So here's the wing. Tony's gonna be installing the spoiler today. David already wrapped all the pieces, and this is, I guess, gonna be a how-to video on how to install your STI spoiler. So this is all the included hardware. It also comes with a template right here. So we will be making 3 access holes that will secure the spoiler to your trunk. We're gonna start by assembling the spoiler. We're gonna put the spoiler all together before we install it onto the car. So Tony has the whole spoiler installed already, and then the last piece is putting on the weather stripping. When you drill holes in the trunk, this prevents water from getting in. And then as he's doing that, this is the template to make the holes into the trunk. So you're gonna have 3 access holes, and then only one of the holes is gonna be visible. The 2 are going to be covered. So this trunk cover, you're gonna have to remove this one, and then there's gonna be 2 holes here, and then there's gonna be a 3rd hole somewhere in this area. He's lining up the template right now, and then he has a punch to create an indent in the trunk, so when he's drilling, the drill bit doesn't walk all over the place. The tape also helps, so when you drill into it, it doesn't like pull the wrap. Next step is to remove the cover, and then you could see all the places. So there's gonna be an access hole here, there's gonna be a 2nd hole in this one, and then there's gonna be a 3rd hole on this side. He enlarged the holes to make fitting the bolt through easier. And then over here we have Mark V Super Exhaust that just came in for one of our friends, a valve system, which is going to be getting installed soon. And then over there we have Type R exhaust, and then Type R PRL intakes and stuff for our friend Bruce. Both of these systems are going to be installed very soon. So Tony's doing the last step of securing the spoiler to the trunk. So there's 1, there's 2, there's the 3rd access hole. And right now he's just tightening all the bolts. Yeah. Oh yeah. Make sure to always hand tighten it because you don't want to strip anything. I think the contrast between all the black and yellow pieces looks really good. We still had to wrap this middle piece, but the hood scoop with all the gloss black pieces in the front, like the fog light bezel and the front lip to the roof and then to the spoiler, I think it makes a huge difference. Here it is, guys. I think it makes a huge difference, the spoiler. Now it looks like a proper WRX. And then we also have these, which is gonna go on the taillight covers. So this is probably gonna be in the next video. I am currently taking the WRX to go wash. I left the car outside for a little bit, and then it ended up raining yesterday. So it is really filthy. Looking at the car, like looking at the rearview mirror, I think it makes such a huge difference. Like back to what I said earlier about like, oh, just saying, oh, this is gonna be the biggest mod that's gonna change up the WRX. Just the STI spoiler does make the biggest difference, because let's say you're driving on the freeway from 100, 200 feet away, like a car, you can't really tell, right? All right, it has a wrap, cool, you can't really tell. It could be a factory color, like let's say the yellow, for example. Seeing like a Type R on the road versus like just a base Civic, like a Civic Sport. Right off the bat, once you see that spoiler, you could instantly tell it's a Type R. You can't really tell that, oh, it's got like this certain amount of wider fenders and stuff like that, but lowering the car far away, you can't tell a car is lowered. By far, this is the biggest change to the WRX, like just the STI spoiler. You could tell from far away that, oh, this car for sure 100% is modified. Like coils, whatever, springs, lowering the car, all that stuff. I've seen stock WRXs with spoilers and I'm like, oh, that looks like super good already. You don't really need to do much. Like, yes, lower is nice, wrap is nice, all this stuff, exhaust is nice. All these mods are for yourself. I think like by far the best mod is the spoiler. So Jeff's not here. He's currently overseas looking at the factories and stuff. Oh look, Type R, look, right away, that spoiler. Huge, okay, you probably can't tell, but yeah, there's the Boost Blue Type R I just drove by. Right away I could tell, oh, this guy's got a spoiler, stuff like that. Jeff is currently overseas looking at all the factories and stuff, making sure everything's perfect. So he should be back like November 4th to 7th, but in the meantime, I'm gonna be filming the videos. I'm gonna go to a car wash, get this car cleaned up, and then give you guys some B-rolls of how the spoiler actually looks. And then it will lead us to our next mod for the WRX. Okay, so the car is fully washed. It's super clean right now. I'm looking at it and it's just, it looks 9-day different. And I'll just show you guys. Here it is. This is what the STI Wing looks like. I think it really makes a huge difference. I think the gloss black and everything, just it matches perfectly. This right now is super perfect. Like from every angle, this car just looks amazing. From the front, I'll show you guys right now. From the front, the STI Wing just ties in the whole car. Back then, when we didn't have anything and it was just a normal trunk, like we had the front GTS lip with the side skirts, the flares, everything. It's just the rear was missing something. Even though we had the bumper covers, I think that the STI Wing is super needed. Now that the whole rear end is tied in, I think the bottom part of the car needs something. This leads me onto the next mod for this car. There's gonna be side skirt extensions that go under this, either color match or gloss black. It's up to you guys to choose. The side skirts and diffuser, you have two choices. I think the option is either gloss black or color match. So comment down below what color you guys want to do. But I think this pretty much concludes today's video. The STI spoiler looks so good. Huge 9-day difference. The whole side profile of the car. First mod, easy. This crazy mod won't break the bank and it will make the biggest difference to your car. I think if you guys don't have an STI spoiler yet, do go pick one up. Every angle, this car looks perfect now. And yeah, comment down below for the full aero kit, either gloss black or color match. That is going to be the next mod. I think in the next couple videos, we're gonna have this matched. I think right now, the things that we're missing for this is we're missing this color match. We're missing the brace bar, which still has to be wrapped yellow. There's still a lot to do for this car because the headlights, we still have headlights to do. Hood scoop, we still have a hood scoop to do. And then moving on to the back, we have the rear taillight covers. I think the headlights and the rear taillight covers could be one video, but I think just taking it slow, the next step is gonna be the aero kit, which will really finish off the rear of the car. And this will pretty much conclude today's video. Kind of short, there's only STI Wing, but I think when Jeff comes back, it's gonna be pretty exciting because after all the cosmetic is done, that's when we're gonna start moving on to the performance part. And I know Jeff is in the works talking with companies about like intakes and stuff like that. So stay tuned for the next couple of videos and I will catch you guys next time.